Breast in. Out to daw. Sibuk ko. Sibukal. Cheers ka, Nicole. Cheers ka.
Sabar, si panungog.
Lagi sama na yung refresh. Lotte, mag-drink ka, be?
Ha? Naguba naman siguro.
Biluya sa itong
Pakita
irin
na
mo.
screen sa likod. Naka-screen niya, ma.
Our cat looks very pitiful.
Ano
Where
maro
are they?
dede?
Ay,
Screen na nga baga. Kananay. Ikol.
Harapit ma.
wala, usa naman na.
Nadaw sa kulungan sa
Ano ka?
Napo dia sa
Oh, he say hi. Hi.
Inas daddy ka doon ni shampoo.
Be, ako na, bebe. Okay, apoy ko ang plato. Isa. Ano ka?
Isog dapat.
Pati ka na, para ma-bright ka. Thank you, Lord, sa grasya. Daw?
Sinita na yung juice.
ano ba sinusak mo to og magpag-cellphone?
So,
Ato sa study ba? Ato sa ba? Ina nga nasa. Kulungan ni shampoo dapat.
ang
Nada
sarsa.
nga ni hinso lang kita.
Huwag mo kita, na.
Nagitong
Ganing
sa
nila
senda.
ay. Giting init naman na dry up.
Nagitong sa senda natong kahoy nga.
Nicole, hura tayo mong refresh. Lotte, dali, Lot. Kainan mo na tayo mong refresh. Gini. Ano ka si Charlotte ate? Ate. Hindi mo yung tita ate. Yan na, si Charlotte ate siya. Wow, tita, gwapa kayo mo buhok.
Okay sa okay sa ulo.
Nicole, tagay kung katong nagbago sila, be. Ang sa gibot anak sa ilalong. Na. Okay. Ano po mga ganda yan?
Yes.
Badi.
Braso may mo nang earring.
Doon.
Sinitan, oh. Nakaturo ako sa akong. Doon.
Sam na Rubik's Cube.
Wala ha. Na-stress lang tinan ang sa Rubik's
Nawa
Cube
sa
nga, di
cake
ba?
na to ka.
Pakanduta eh. Ay, baro na be. Kaya naman ito ni tita o kalat.
Si Papa, how?
Na, si Papa rin hard kita na. Hard pa bumutag o. Na, ito ni Masa na mag-green. It's gone.
Chest water.
Doon kayo tubig ng be.
Tubig.
Meow.
Tubig.
Nagsaday kaya rin, okay?
Ano na lubat dahil ako pa?
Sari, pagang, salsusanan na.
Dito mo ng cup dire.
Sa?
Water daw, water. Na, nawa na ang green. Okay na.
Baso ka. Pwede sunod sa inyong mga baso ka. Pamutang
Hi,
ulit.
itong viewers.
Ay, ninyo.
Nahay, blood na sila.
Dulo, yung gatas niya.
Ma. Nama, kaya naman ka itong yellow nga, pantilit yata ni Nube kay guot niya. Itong yellow, orange ba? Ano sa dahil ito?
Pananaw ulit. Pananaw ulit.
Kuya, how many fresh milk imong giinom? Ito only? Ha? Four? Ma, pag ako sa fresh milk, wala man nga happy. Nagdala ko ka Brianna, kang Divine Pit.
Kada magani kayo. Pagkakasapan sige.
Nakatumong ni Agi, nakatumting klase niya, na si Ma'am Gloria nga. Ang bata.
Nag-istorya lagi may nga.
Kung ganit karon okay na. Ayun.
Last na na eh.
Ilang ka ani Lue? Lot.
Biro na, biro.
Ilang sa refresh bed kay mga si tita.
Isda na,
Ayun,
manok
ayun.
na.
Sa balayo ko ato isa.
Yung kanyo bit na like this ya. Ayun.
Nandiyan mo tarang ka.
Nicole!
Tanong
Ah, si
ko.
Nicole. Tanawa atong katlo ito si Ginger. Naglantaw ra. Yung yan, yung mga Ginger. Wala ka na taga-albahin sa kalibutan.
Mama yan.
Dire ka.
Ano, mabay sila duhan.
Lalo ka silang luha.
Oh, kay. Nasa itong pag-selection, dalawa ay,
Kuya.
Alit.
Parang sinino?
Kuya, can you get the refresh in Mommy's home? Ha? I said, can you please get it? Ay, tawag ni tita si ate kay Loe kasi hindi okay na eh. Oh, it's ikaw ka eh.
ganyan na nagbunta si Kalipang.
Eh. Kulit ko gabi eh. Hindi magkulit. Ganyan dito.
Kuya, dito yun. Ay, dito si Neng.
Kuya, magkaning bitin no?
Ang ano ni Mami ba? Ay, utang te.
Ano ba, bitin ka ng itlog. Ito, ano dahil?
Nasa balay.
Ah,
napete.
Kuya,
Ay, rin, ay, mga refresh ba?
Abot din sa sige.
Nagkaan sa ate Hayes.
Elastic ay siya doon. Kanawa doon.
Ay, ang mouth ya. Lotte, come here, be. Look at this Mami.
na. Buang na bitin na.
Kaano na niya,
Sama
Mama?
itlog na nino.
Kana di mga hayop na
Dato
tuno
na
nila.
Ako
Makuan,
ba ng itlog?
makuan mo na, malugayan
Na,
ma.
iluwa ranin yang tipaka ma.
Okay.
Makuan mo na, malugayan.
Tapos, karagos na. Nakit din niya ako.
Nag-open din natin. Nawali din tabo.
Buwak na.
Oo. Iyo kay nilang kung ano. Bukog no.
Inan ba?
Master mo na yung...
Oo.
Kasama babay! Para ka na yung mga iluot na.
Oo. Ano na siya. En.
Ay,
Nagluwa na.
Naan ba? Nasaan ka?
Ah. Ano
Wala. Ako mo lang kaya magmahal mo plato to.
Takot talaga.
Napaday dong oh. Sa kanila ito andong.
Kada kutara.
Iluwa na yan.
Yun na. Yay.
No,
Bukan mo sa masarandong.
Asa? Ay, namin ba? Isa ba talaga adobo? Oh my Irene. You are really Irene.
Ano ko? Ano? Ano ko?
No, Lotte. Nancy. Charlotte. Your juice, o dali.
Yung diluwa na.
Mag-ano.
Ano sa rest dati? Yun din.
Your juice.
Kauban din.
Ito, bless mo ni Dade. Wala, bless ni Dade.
Ano sa kayo pagkiri kauban? Ano na?
Nicole, bless ni Dade.
Sa window? Ano pa?
Saan?
Dito na si Daddy sa window.
Yeah.
Doon sa kitchen namin.
Na.
Hindi ko ang dadi rin kanina. Kauban?
Mess up man siya.
Kauban?
Listen.
daw.
Listen ba?
Nag-cellphone na siya.
Mess up man siya. Shane, wala ka na eh? Naunsa naman mo.
Siya ni Charles, silito bangga ko be.
Wala may orasan Dade.
Itong zero ba?
Mga maliit yan. Narasan.
Wala.
Na, mga kanlaan sa Negros.
Tapos ka naman sila. Kuhan. Ayaw pa.
Hindi pa nila. Sila matangin siya.
Abay isa. Compare.
Okay, why? Oh my God.
Compare. Compare sila doon. Mukag ugsan.
Sorry Dade, ginom na mo.
Net na, Janet.
Ang flips ko na.
For hundreds of years, the Spartans were the most feared warriors in all of Greece. Spartan children were trained to be deadly at the age of 7. The kings won the battle alongside their
Hindi pa nila
warriors,
kumain.
and no one could stop their conquest of Greece once again. But nothing lasted forever. In Sparta, what happened to this great civilization? It turns out their greatest strength actually ended up being
Mas
their
dugoy ang
downfall.
gymnastic
Legend
yun.
has it that the founder of Sparta was a son of Zeus named
May
Perseus.
panglilikod mo, ano man na?
However, if we go by historical and archaeological evidence,
Shane,
it was
Nathan.
around 1000 BCE by an unknown ruler who
Shane,
led
Charles,
the
and ito
tribes of the Dorian ethnicity to the region. However, there might also be a connection between the founding of Sparta and the kingdom from the Trojan War. We do not know exactly
Yan ang
who
last
founded
bidang
Sparta, but whoever it was created one of the most powerful warrior civilizations.
Ne?
Oo.
Understanding Sparta through the
May bidal?
became very
Bidang
powerful.
lang.
Bidang?
Two kings
May
ruled
bidang.
the state at any given time, and its society focused on warfare and
Kasi
dedication to
nagupit
the
yung buhok
state.
ma.
Upon
Iya,
importing the Spartan
Wala
society,
nung
the
dam.
baby would be examined by a council of elders.
Ito na,
They would look
ayun.
for any defects in the child, and if they were seen as unfit, they would be abandoned on a nearby hilltop. Some legends say that any unhealthy babies were thrown from the top of Mount Taygetus into a pit below. However, recent research suggests that the Spartans might have been more
Ngayon ako usap.
compassionate and raised their babies even if they were not perfect. But if the child did have a disability, it's unlikely they would have been able to complete the rigorous
Huwag kayo
training
pang
regimen
spray diha ma.
every Spartan boy had to go through at the
Yan
age of
ba?
7. It was this
Migas?
military education program known as the Code that set
Yeah,
Spartan
yeah.
warriors apart from the rest of Greece.
Anak,
Spartan
wala akong
children were
problema.
voluntarily surrendered to the state by their parents, where they would begin their education and learn what it meant to be a true Spartan. During this training, they were also taught
Ay,
that
nubi
their
ba?
allegiance to
Nubi
Sparta
spray?
was more
Wala,
important than
wala.
anything
Ano
else
ka
in their
nung
life. This included their
Ako
family,
may lista,
wealth,
eh,
or
agas.
power. A Spartan child was taught how to be deadly
Ano na
and
Yeah.
and never to disobey the orders of their commanders or their kings. This
Ano di mahugas ko diha?
and the
Asan?
only
Ibig mahugas ko plato ay agad.
Katong face to, na dito sa Pinas magpalas to, pang garden.
In 480
Sa lababo,
tales and
hugas.
poems would spread throughout Greece,
Gusto pa ka?
celebrating the strength of the Spartans. It was at this time
Huwag
that
ne,
kings
pangit.
Hugas ko na yan, si Kamo na yan.
and other Greeks against the massive army of Xerxes.
Nagpaangas ito pang gana sa gawan.
Spartan warriors held
Wala na kita ni Kuya dire ang kuhan, wine.
for 3 days.
Ah.
No matter what the Persians
Ayun na.
did, then King Leonidas and his men repelled attack after attack.
Ano ang Persia?
These most deadly warriors, known as the Immortals, to try and break the Spartan line, but even they failed. Leonidas and
Alam mo, ano,
his
di na ko dito ko harap ng albansa.
Maasa ni ice cream dire kuhan, double da.
Kaon natin. Eh, natin ba lang niagin?
Napay kuhan. Sorry tawag ani.
Dapat sa phones.
It gave the people of Greece the time they needed to organize their forces and repel the
Pangit
Persians.
ko.
Kaya lang,
Soon off
sa
they
bitan niya.
went. Around 50 years after the Persian Wars, Athens and Sparta were the two major powers in Greece. Both wanted to spread their influence across Greece, which led to tension between the two cities. Tensions quickly escalated into what became known as the Peloponnesian Wars, the result of which would lead to Sparta becoming the most powerful city-state in all of Greece.
Dapat eh.
Was their downfall.
Dito
Between
ko
the Persian
kita
War and the First Peloponnesian War,
Dito kay
Athens and
Tere,
Sparta
lahat
carried
mo
out
na sa
constant
bangan
raids
ng
on one
Iberigyan.
another. This led to skirmishes and
Like,
battles
Van
that cost
Bread.
men and resources,
Ayan.
but never escalated to all-out war.
Ina si ate ko na ice cream be.
45 BC,
Sir, no,
Sparta
Abe,
and
take more ice cream.
Athens
Come
were
on.
supposed to last for 30 years. However, in 431, Corinth, one of
Sir.
Sparta's allies, engaged
Dali,
the
kaan mo?
Athenian army in battle.
Tinapan.
Humiliated by invading Corinth's lands, Sparta began to take. This
Dali, be.
was the 30 years
Ay apat, iguang.
Ako na lang. Apo. So you can get a baso. Bring the baso, no thank you. Hindi, ako ito. Ako inula.
Combat on land, the Athenians took to the seas and used their navy as a way to wreak havoc on Sparta. The Athenians launched raids from the sea, where their ships dominated the open and coastal waters. Before and after the Persian War, Athens built up an armada
Like
of fast ships that could maneuver in the middle
Yan, yan,
waters.
yan.
This allowed them to lend
Yan,
any
excuse.
Bato nga na ice cream dito.
and the Athenian troops would attack Spartan settlements before Sparta could reach
Babe, paglalabo mag-spawn na, puro naman na fork.
safety of the Mediterranean and the Aegean Sea
Ano, tagbas.
and relocate to conduct another
Ito
raid.
may special
The
na ito.
ability of Sparta to conquer the
Tubig
city
na
of
rin.
Athens due to its fortified position and the fact that the Athenian army would never be
Lalo sa Taiwan.
on land led to an eventual state.
May nalagyan na sila. Ito no?
Wala, wala. Ate?
While what came to be known
Ano yung manggolo? Ano yung
Kuya gisuko.
strong and the influence spread far and wide, it seemed that everyone was insensitive at the time.
Ang galing.
Only 6
Dahil
years
na.
after peace treaty,
Napay ko ang
Sparta
galing.
was defeated
Nay.
in Persia.
Nicole, oh. Ikaw, Lotte.
That is hunger for more.
Mami, kato sa badong mami kay ikaw,
Ah, bebe.
ikaw ni Charlotte.
Dragon?
Uban na. Isa.
Diretso lang yung ice cream, oh. Hindi kayo.
Murot na lang.
Diretso, oh.
Minsan ikaw na ang kon?
Oh.
Ay, yung anak man si tita, ganahan ng kukon. Wala tayo mag...
No, dire. Dahil, dire lang. Dire, oh.
Asa na si Hannes? Wala siya mag-call si Hazel?
Ano
problema ninyo?
Kahit
Kailangan ba?
They had to stop the Athenian navy if they were ever going to defeat their empire.
Paabot na lang ate ay, mahal man na. May ganit, ikaw alagaan kayo.
Their own ships, incomparable
Lahat na lang yan ko sa iyang kulo. Kaun
Ha?
led the Spartan navy to victory
Ew.
at Agaspotami,
Lotte?
which brought the war to a close. Yet, even with Sparta being victorious in the Peloponnesian Wars and extending their empire across Greece, the great civilization was on the verge of collapse.
Ottoman
Sparta was
Empire.
now the strong city-state in the region, yet it had a population problem. The reason for extending their borders was not because there were too many people within its territory. On the contrary, the population of Sparta was actually in decline, and it had been declining for a while now. The Spartans were the minority in their empire.
May
They
ka, may
lost
stress.
enormous amounts of
Ano?
men during the Peloponnesian War, and all of the combat wins
Wala
were
yung
bittersweet
home
because
button
every
pa.
conflict cost them citizen
Dire ko
warriors.
sila.
Now that the war with Athens was over, Sparta desperately needed to grow its population to replenish the soldiers lost in battle. Without a strong army, there would be
Wala
no
ko
way to
bibas
maintain
kung may
control over their empire.
Ano siya ay?
Even though they
Gusto ko nang gusto ka magkakas mag-ate.
didn't seem to do much about it. Focusing on increasing their population and strengthening their
Dati
homeland,
puno na mo
Sparta
daw kabagangan.
continued to wage war wherever
Tama,
they
it's
saw
done.
fit. Now that they were the dominant force in Greece, it seemed the conservative nature of Spartan society had gone out the window, and its citizens
Ano
only
naman ang
desired
gawin mo
more
na?
power and wealth. Spartan forces continuously broke alliances and invaded new territories. This led to revolts throughout the empire. One way to increase population size would have been to allow
Ito lang mga Spartans.
Sparta to join their society, but this was against the strict rules that
Spartans,
Sparta had
mga
been
Romans,
following for hundreds of years. These rules not only hindered any efforts to grow the number of Spartan citizens, but the old rules also made it nearly impossible to quickly train more soldiers.
Kita naman ang hira ng mga kabalo.
Warrior was
Mahuna.
trained through the Agoge, and one of the key tenets of this process was that a student must supply his armor and make it all the way through the rigorous and intensive
May
training.
pagkakang taon
If
na.
someone could not do these things, they were not allowed to become a Spartan warrior. Since not
The
everyone
sun
had
never,
Agoge made it
never
through,
sets
the
in
number of
Rome.
Spartan soldiers continued to diminish. This meant that Sparta had to rely heavily on outsiders to supplement their armies. These soldiers
The
were
sun never
rarely
sets
as
in
well
Rome.
trained as the Spartans.
Tagalog.
Devoted to the Spartan cause as its citizens were.
Hindi
But it
lumulubog ang
wasn't
araw
just a
sa
lack of
araw.
replacement soldiers and
Tagalog.
dependence on outside help that caused the
Ay,
decline of
sige
Spartan
sila.
leaders
Tagalog.
following the Peloponnesian
Huh?
War.
Sige na kadaog
Leaders
sa
themselves
gera.
began to become greedy and forget their traditional
Somehow.
values to honor
Wala
and
na ang
protect
kuan.
the
Di
state.
man siya, dili man
Generals
siya.
and soldiers became
kuan.
more interested in
Talinhaga man
themselves
siya,
and
diba?
keeping Sparta strong. These changes
Kaya
in
pinakabas
attitude and their
nila.
desire
Bayan.
to accumulate more
Kung
wealth for
sila ng
themselves
kuan,
rather than bolster
Rome
the
na
status of the
dito,
state
ikas.
led to a wealth gap within
Extension
Spartan
nila.
society. Some citizens
So,
were becoming incredibly
ikas,
rich,
adlaw,
while others were
ikas,
becoming
kuan.
poorer
Eh.
and poorer. As can be expected, this created some tension
Understand.
against the Spartans. But the wealth difference also led to another problem, something that would further exacerbate the dwindling number of Spartan soldiers. As Spartan families became poor, they could not afford to pay for equipment that their children needed to participate in the Agoge. It was not that the young citizens wouldn't have made excellent warriors, but the fact that they could not purchase their own armor meant they were ineligible to be trained as Spartan soldiers. It's unclear if this was a problem recognized by the kings of Sparta and other prominent members of society, or if they just didn't care. But the poor citizens of Sparta were becoming more discontent with the way their city-state was being run, while simultaneously being unable to fulfill their military duties. And without a pool of new soldiers, there's no way to keep the Spartan Empire alive. By 375 BCE, things had become really bad for Sparta. There were uprisings across Greece. Enemies were gaining a lot of power. One city-state was becoming an enormous thorn in Sparta's side. This part of Greece would be responsible for the collapse of the Spartan Empire. Thebes had become increasingly powerful in the Greek and its allies in
Nanay,
the
liso-liso.
Peloponnesian
Tawag na,
War.
punggulo niya.
Spartan forces had maintained
Kaya baka
control
sa
of for about 30 years, but they were
Tapaan niya
slowly
po.
being pushed out of Thebes. This was unacceptable,
Maduwa
so
niya.
Sparta launched a campaign to subdue
Bakit
Thebes.
kanya kayo
In
dito?
371 BCE,
Guys,
King
walang
Cleombrotus
pagkaluto.
led Spartan forces
Bakit
into
ako mga
battle
gusto dahil?
against General Epaminondas, who commanded the Theban army. This decisive battle would be fought at Leuctra, and the outcome would not only be unexpected, but would change the course of Greek history forever. Cleombrotus had just over 10,000 men at his disposal.
Sa walang,
However,
yang
he was
panahon
still
magira rin
Spartan.
ito babag
He had
atong
around 700 of his men were
Pepino.
Spartan warriors. This
Ay,
meant that the
babag.
remaining men might
Dalawa.
fight well, but would be nowhere near as effective as a force made up of purely 10,000 Spartans. But this was the new reality of Spartan
Matubos
warfare.
mga anak.
Even a king had to make do with only a few true Spartans in his ranks. Supplementing his
Dagat na ba
soldiers,
ng gawas naman
Cleombrotus
yun?
also
Dali mo na
provided
lang ilabang sa
1,000
puti.
cavalry.
Dali, gawa
After
ng
years of fighting to keep Sparta in control of the
Dagat,
empire, the
sila
men
sila.
who were recruited from other
Ano
city-states
naman
and
sila today?
towns were much less enthusiastic about
Diba? Ito ako nung diyara.
On the other side of the field, 7,000
Itong
hoplites
gituan
and
kuya.
600 cavalry riders made up the
Ako
Theban
dito,
army.
ha?
Epaminondas
Bitihan.
knew that the Theban cavalry
Again,
consisted of some of the
daan
best
naman
riders
ako
in all of
pagtuhod
Greece,
na.
and he would most certainly use them to his
Busy para
advantage.
sige,
But the biggest advantage of all for Thebes
Mahirap
was
mga
that
tao ka.
Epaminondas himself
Di na
was a
biyaan
brilliant
ko.
military strategist.
Isang na puno. Hawal, what's bibi? Alam niyo,
Oppressing the people of
ah,
Thebes.
suko ng mga asawa. Ang ingon daw.
Leaders tried to persuade Epaminondas to retreat
Sword niya.
and make this
Ay,
first siege the
sir, nasa kabalo, 1.5 meter. Tama mga asawa. Tama din yung bibi. Kasi, kaya lukaw din mo.
They've been using the same
Kaya kanina, oh, usugat ko na wala. Usugat ko.
Ah, di ba? Bahana o pabana?
that might just break the lines of Sparta.
Paada sa ilang karon. Ada space ka kuya na.
Tayo na po space yun.
Cleombrotus
Ang
exactly
ako sina ni mami, wala po giigo.
Ay,
Managiwa.
Pero at least, nihatag mo pa siya.
Siyempre, kaya di naman ituto nga.
Bisa nga totoo.
Parang lisod ko kung mag-beam na po sila dito sa Sintek. Hindi nga, masurot na ang Sintek.
Panday ba to eh?
Helper man ang mimi.
Hindi na lang magpanday sa isip ka ng mga tao ra dire.
Epaminondas also launched his cavalry from the left wing to create a formidable force that would cut through the Spartans. The two great forces slammed into each other.
Daghan daw view akong itong si daddy ba?
Shields shattered.
Sabi ko. Karan si mami na itong sabi.
Something incredible happened.
Mani pa rin. Sita ka pa na to ice cream.
Pagbalik og
The Theban
tigpok
soldiers
lang.
followed the cavalry through the break
Kita
and
di ko
surrounded
kibig ka.
everything came
Bakit abad sa rin ako gumilo?
Sakit sakit ingilid ha. Pupukupukupuk na.
Epaminondas had his forces
Ito ang
attacking
dahil mo.
toward the left.
Danang liklik mong agtang di.
Di na ako may buhok isa na ano kayo.
Ayan na normal na yung
Di na yung buhok na tanggal sa
Mahal na tanggal ba? Wala niya
Hindi, mahal ako. Ayaw sa mukha si daddy ba? Na-stress naman, kinatanggal yung buhok. Bakit sila na? Bakit sa buhok na kayo? Wow! Congratulations!
Baka pag-fly sa una.
Proud ka naman.
Hindi mga tao. Dugo na yan po.
Sorry, man.
As this would be the first of many battles they would lose. Epaminondas used the momentum from the defeat of Cleombrotus and his Spartan forces to move
Anak ni Kuan ba? IB nga.
He did not try to
Bakit na ko nga.
IB nga. Kuan ba?
freed them from
Ako kaya yung anak eh.
Epaminondas knew that
Pero
the
okay,
defeat
dahil sa gusto ko i-cake sa yung birthday.
of the Spartans to rise
Uy,
up.
si Charlotte na nga.
Niya
Gusto na cake.
Tigulang naman. Sabi siya niyo.
The Peloponnesian
Ingan din
War was
mama.
dissolved.
Ikiya kay kanang ko tayo ko kalote asin ko lang
And they
tika.
were more of a liability at this
Uy,
point
di
anyway.
na makapagpagos.
He lost some size of the former Spartan Empire became China. Independent cities
Kasi na,
began to pop up around the
Dubani
once
ba?
again. After defeating Sparta, Thebes
Aga,
became the most
anak.
powerful city-state in the region.
Yan
They
ko
threatened to
na
create a new empire
Hala,
which many
oy,
countries
nang lood ang
would
ilong ni mo da.
In 371
Wala na,
BCE,
ginagkauban na,
Athens tried to hold a peace conference
Kauban?
to prevent further war, but the Thebans refused.
You want more na, ya?
Forces
Sa grabe, sinita mo kag ice cream. Oy, pangis na mo. Joke.
Stop it now. And they were right.
Mayroon, ala, there's a spoon burner.
Decided to put aside the
Ay, dislike ko!
against
Do not use your spoon ba?
found a new ally, someone who
Ayan,
had
use spoon ba?
Thebes allied themselves
Dahil ito dumbe, yung buktado.
Continued the conquest of Greece. This alliance went on to defeat Sparta and Athens even as they worked together. There was nowhere else the warriors
So,
of
kita
Sparta
gabi
could
ng
go back home.
pinag-
Empire influence. Sparta remained an
Mulakaw na.
independent city-state.
Dahil